Claire slowly opened her eyes, remembering the night they had gone to grab hot cocoa while enjoying the view of the tropical beach under the light of the moon. Groaning, "Can I just live in front of that window forever?" Claire shifted her body and buried her face into her pillow, not wanting to think of the weeks of work that passed by with no breaks. "I feel like I just dream about forging throwing daggers in my sleep now, with how many I've made," Claire complained to herself, picturing the piles of weapons they had made inside their workshop. "At least, I've been able to produce daggers that could be purchased by level 5 adventurers now." Such thoughts were a small comfort, especially with Hannah's abilities slowing down. "I guess it's harder to keep getting better in large leaps. It makes sense that at some point, Hannah wouldn't be able to continually rise up from where she was the first time we sold our daggers. Though it's still impressive how our daggers are pulling in 80 guild points and useful for adventurers below level 15. Claire felt happy to know that Hannah was able to generate so much money due to her skills. With her face buried in the pillow, Claire thought about how she needed to get up. Those daggers aren't going to forge themselves, she mumbled into the soft and comfortable pillow. Even though she complained about needing to get to work, Claire understood that making daggers as often as they did was important. It wasn't even to the degree they needed to make in order to consider themselves on the starting line of their profession. "Even after we make 1,000 of these things, we'll need to make several thousands more. Just like adventurers hunting monsters in order to get stronger, it's important for both Hannah and me to forge these things." Claire thought about how they need to get to the next level, where they could get a larger workshop that would allow them to pump out the weapons. Pushing herself off of the pillow, Claire sighed. Twisting her body and swinging her legs off of the bed, she lazily got up. Raising her arms and stretching, she yawned in an attempt to expel the feeling of sleepiness from her body. "I should swing by and pick myself up a cappuccino." Claire looked forward to the creamy drink filled with caffeine. "It's important to continuously push the energy into my body, after all." She tried to justify her drinking the delicious, sugary, and energizing drink she'd been grabbing more often before heading into the workshop. Her habit became to such a degree that Hannah would tease her when she walked into the workshop, cup in hand. Heading into the bathroom, she removed the short tank top. Her skin being revealed to the air made Claire shiver slightly. With her top off, she couldn't help but look at the mirror inside the bathroom. Staring at herself in the mirror, Claire observed the changes in her body. What surprised her the most was how there were little changes in terms of her body, reflecting the increased strength due to how much she'd leveled up. With the repeated forging of throwing daggers and the amount of effort needed throughout the process, Claire had expected to see muscles through her skin. Instead, even the sight of muscles wasn't seen. It was as though her skin was smooth, like a porcelain doll. Claire was still surprised when her eyes looked at her chest. Compared to when she was younger, her breasts now had the form that a woman would have, and gave off a distinctly feminine vibe. "I feel like people would mistake me for Abby, though she's slightly larger in terms of cup size." Claire twisted her body to get a better view in the mirror. "It's surprising how my shoulders haven't been aching due to them getting larger." Thoughts went to her sister complaining about her shoulders and back, especially after talking about how guys would pay so much attention to her chest even at the hospital.